Join me as I take on the challenge of failing forward and figuring out what it really takes to succeed in 2025. So what does it mean to fail forward? Simply put, it's the ability to turn your mistakes and setbacks into stepping stones for success. It's about understanding that failure is an inevitable journey to achieving your goals, and that it's not the end of the world, but rather an opportunity to learn and grow. In today's world, where perfectionism is often celebrated, it's easy to get caught up in the idea that we need to be flawless and mistake-free in order to succeed. But the thing is, that's just not realistic. When it comes to pursuing our goals, many of us are held back by deep-seated fears and misconceptions about failure. We're afraid of what others will think, we're afraid of looking silly, or we're afraid of not being good enough. We often put so much pressure on ourselves to succeed that we forget that failure is a natural part of the process. We assume that successful people are somehow immune to failure, or that they just got lucky. But the truth is, every single successful person you admire has failed at some point in their journey. We're also misled by the highlight reels of social media, where everyone shares their successes and hides their failures. We start to believe that everyone else is succeeding while we're struggling, and that's just not true. The reality is that everyone fails, and it's how we respond to those failures that determines our ultimate success. Fear of failure can lead to a fear of taking risks, and when we play it too safe, we miss out on opportunities for growth and learning. We need to shift our mindset and start seeing failure as a chance to learn and improve, rather than as a reflection of our worth. Another common misconception is that we need to have it all figured out before we start. We think that we need to have the perfect plan, the perfect product, or the perfect skill set before we can take action. But the reality is that nobody has it all figured out, and the most successful people are often the ones who are willing to take the biggest risks and figure it out as they go. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He's famously known for trying over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the kind of mindset we need to adopt if we want to succeed in 2025. Or take J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter series. She was a single mom living on welfare when she started writing the first book. She was rejected by 12 publishers before one finally agreed to publish her work. Can you imagine if she had given up after the first rejection? Steven Spielberg was rejected from film school 3 times, and Walt Disney was fired from his first job for lacking creativity. These are just a few examples of people who could have let failure hold them back, but instead they used it as fuel to keep going. The key takeaway here is that resilience and learning from setbacks are essential skills for achieving success in 2025. We need to be willing to take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them. One of the most important insights I've gained from studying successful people is that they all have one thing in common: an unwavering commitment to their vision and a willingness to do whatever it takes to make it happen. They're not held back by fear or doubt, and they're not afraid to pivot when things aren't working out. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that we need to have all the answers before we start. But the truth is, nobody has all the answers. The most successful people are the ones who are willing to figure it out as they go, and who are willing to make adjustments along the way. So what can we learn from these examples? We can learn that failure is not the end, but rather a stepping stone to success. We can learn that resilience and adaptability are essential skills for achieving our goals. And we can learn that it's okay to not have it all figured out, and that sometimes the best way to learn is by doing it. In conclusion, failing forward is not just about taking risks and making mistakes. It's about adopting a mindset that views failure as an opportunity for growth and learning. It's about being resilient, adaptable, and committed to our vision, no matter what obstacles we face. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your story of failing forward? How have you turned your mistakes into stepping stones for success? Share your experiences, and don't forget to check out more of my content for more tips and insights on achieving success in 2025.